The late afternoon sun cast long shadows across the quiet park. Ethan, a young man with calloused fingers and a soulful voice, sat on a bench, his guitar a familiar weight against his chest. Notes, melancholic and sweet, drifted on the breeze as he poured his heart into each chord. He closed his eyes, lost in the music, oblivious to the world around him. A shadow fell over Ethan, interrupting his song. He opened his eyes, startled. A young woman with fiery red hair and eyes that sparkled with an artist's intensity stood before him, her lips curved into a shy smile. In her hands she held a worn sketchbook and a charcoal pencil. "Your music," she began, her voice soft. "It's beautiful." Ethan, usually shy, felt a warmth spread through him at her words. He offered a tentative smile. "Thank you," he murmured, his fingers lightly touching the strings of his guitar. They talked, their initial awkwardness melting away like snowflakes on a warm spring day. Her name was Ava, she told him, and she was an artist, drawn to the park by the beauty of the light and now his music. He learned of her dreams to paint murals that would inspire and uplift, to bring color to the drab corners of the city. Ava, in turn, listened with wide-eyed wonder as Ethan spoke of his passion for music, his dream of sharing his songs with the world. He told her of his lonely childhood, finding solace in the music he created. He confessed his fear, the fear that held him back from pursuing his dreams. As the sun began its descent, casting the park in a warm glow, Ava impulsively suggested a walk. Ethan, surprised by her easy manner and captivated by her vibrant spirit, readily agreed. They strolled along the winding paths, their conversation flowing as effortlessly as the babbling brook nearby. Hours flew by like minutes. They shared stories, dreams and aspirations, their laughter echoing through the park. They found a connection, a shared passion for art that transcended the boundaries of their chosen mediums. As the sky turned a fiery orange, they settled beneath the sprawling branches of an ancient oak tree. Ethan, inspired by Ava's energy and belief in him, played her a song he had written but never shared with anyone. It was a love song, filled with longing and hope, a reflection of the emotions stirring within him. Ava sat mesmerized, her eyes shining with unshed tears as his music washed over her. When the last note faded, a comfortable silence settled between them. They sat, shoulder to shoulder, watching the last rays of sunlight paint the sky in hues of pink and purple. For Ethan, it was the first time he had allowed himself to dream of a future where his music wasn't just a hobby, but a path to something more. As twilight deepened, Ethan and Ava made their way to a small, family-owned Italian restaurant nestled on a quiet street corner. The aroma of garlic bread and freshly baked pizza filled the air, creating a warm and inviting ambience. They shared a table by the window, their laughter mingling with the soft murmur of other diners. Time once again slipped away as they talked. They shared stories of their families, their hopes, their fears. It felt as if they had known each other a lifetime, their souls recognizing a kindred spirit. But as the restaurant began to empty and the moon climbed high in the sky, reality set in. They stood beneath the warm glow of a street lamp, their parting bittersweet. "Thank you," Ava whispered, her eyes sparkling with unshed tears. "For the music, for the conversation, for the memories." Ethan, his heart heavy in his chest, reached out and gently tucked a stray strand of hair behind her ear. "Thank you," he echoed, his voice husky with emotion, "for reminding me to dream." He watched as she walked away, her silhouette disappearing into the night. The next day, Ethan returned to the park bench, drawn back to the place where he had met Ava. As he sat down, he noticed something tucked beneath the bench. It was Ava's sketchbook. He opened it, his heart skipping a beat. There on the page was a beautiful charcoal sketch of him playing his guitar, his eyes closed in concentration. Beneath the drawing, in elegant handwriting, was a note. "Never stop playing your music, Ava."